you're live. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Hope everyone's well. So, I have been on social media this morning. My wife's been up the stair decorating, laying a carpet. She's done an amazing job, so well done to my wife for doing it. I did help a wee bit. I've been reading some of your comments from the last 24 hours, and Rose from Australia made a very good comment earlier on, and I think what I'm going to do for my shorter 10-20 minute videos next week, and I'm going to do one a day, is I'm going to do my videos on the assumption that nobody's ever touched drugs. So it's going to be like more of an educational thing for people who have never touched drugs, right? Of course, I'm still wanting the people to tune in, because the vast majority of my audience is people that are in recovery or are actively using drugs right now. So I would still appreciate you tuning in and giving your 2 pennies worth, because it's worth more than 2 pennies to a lot of people. Education is key, knowledge is king. So that's the plan for next week. Thank you, Rose. You know, it's one of those things, I forget I'm on this channel, and people that have come over from Facebook will have heard me talking, you know, from the point of view, for the point of view that people have never touched drugs, because I have done videos like that, but never on YouTube. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work through the drugs that I've had problems with in the past, and I'm going to explain why I use drugs, why I used drugs, I use drugs. I am drug free now. But yeah, so I'm going to touch on that, and what I'll do is every day of the week. So I'm going to break it up. The first one will be heroin. Alright, that'll probably be on Monday. I'll do a 10-20 minute video talk on heroin. Tuesday I will do methadone. Wednesday I will do cannabis. Thursday I will do prescription meds, and I'll break that up. So I'll do a video on tramadol and cocodamols and codeine. So your opiate based drugs, or opioid. Excuse me, Coca-Cola. If you want to sponsor me, Coca-Cola, then crack on, right? Unlikely, but you've got to be in it to win it, folks. So yeah, and I'll do that this week. And when I do those videos, I'm going to be doing it with the understanding that the people are watching are just interested and intrigued about why I would start taking heroin in the first place, how it made me feel, what my mindset was like back then, why I started abusing diazepam and all the benzos, why I done that, because there was a different reason for that as well, and why I started smoking cannabis. There was also different reasons for that as well. So that's the plans for this week. Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. See your comments coming in. David, Goldie, I think I see Maria was there as well. Maria, Samantha. Have I missed anybody? Sorry if I've missed anybody. But yeah, it was a good point that Rose made, and it's a valid point. So that's what I'm going to do next week, folks. Is it's just going to be really an explanation of why I ended up a drug addict, and hopefully those people out there who have never touched a drug or never been addicted to a drug in their life, it offers those people a little bit of understanding and education of why people end up addicted to drugs in the first place, or I suppose why people start to take drugs in the first place. Certainly with a drug like heroin, right? You know, the stigma. I didn't have to explain the stigma surrounded by heroin to anybody. regardless of what part of the world you live. Heroin is the dirtiest, nastiest drug in the world. If you ask anybody, it's heroin. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm missing the comments. It's just usually a lot saying hello to each other, which is always nice for me to see. Please like this. There's 11 people watching. Only 5 years have liked. Come on. Come on. If you don't ask, you don't get. Only 5 years have liked it. I'm going to go into freeze frame until you have liked it. There's 7, so 2 people just listened to what I said there and thought, oh, I've not liked it, and they liked it. You already liked it, thank you. There's 8, right? So that's brilliant. 9 people watching, 8 people have liked. Happy days. It might help the algorithm. Who knows, right? So, what we're talking about the clock on this one. This is a good thing about the lives, is I've got a clock. You just liked it, thank you, Lindsay. So it keeps me on track. But yeah, so that's the plan for this week. Hopefully it'll be good ones. These videos that I'm going to put up, you know, they're no fun and games. They're no easy listening. Certainly no easy for me to explain to people why I took heroin or why I took diazepams or my headspace when I was on gabapentin and pre-gabbling and suicidal in the army, which a lot of people, most people on YouTube probably didn't even know that I was suicidal in the army, and it was only purely because I used to take gabapentin and pre-gabbling. Do you know what I mean? So it is important. I understand the importance of me sort of going back, not back to basics, that's the wrong term to use. Just going back and just remembering and understanding that a lot of people on YouTube have no idea who I am, really what my story is. Even on the podcast that I've done, I've never really delved into each drug individually. So, thank you, Rose. I think you're from Australia, so you're probably in your bed sleeping now. But Rose will watch this on catch up because she's been watching all my other videos, as are all you lot, because I can see all your names. You comment on my stuff every day, folks. It doesn't go unnoticed. Guess what? Right, it will help the algorithms somewhere along the line, I hope. The views on my videos are very, very low at the moment, and that's fine, you know. There's always going to be scope to grow and get bigger. Hopefully in time my views will go up. Please like, share and subscribe. I'm going to have to keep saying it. It was nice that I think I've had 4 subscribers today. 4 of you, 4 people have subscribed to my channel today. I'm over the moon about that. The reason I'm laughing, I'll tell you why I'm laughing. Right, so I swear there's been somebody on, I think there's been somebody on social media winding me up, because I says to Steph when she comes in, I said, I think there's somebody on social media winding me up, and she went, how? She says, right, well, I'm looking every day at the subscribers, right, because I'm obviously trying to grow, so I'm looking at the subscribers that I'm getting, and all this week it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, right? So in a day I probably get 3 subscribers, and then 1 person will unsubscribe to the channel for whatever reason, and it's fine, right? But I swear there's been this 1 person, because by the time we got to Tuesday, it was 1,081 subscribers. And I'm on my phone all the time, I'm addicted to social media. So I went in, and then it was 1,080. So somebody's unsubscribed. Why are they doing that? 5 minutes later I go back in, 1,081. I went, oh, they've changed their mind. They've came back to my channel. Oh, this is great. 5 minutes later I went back, 1,080, and I swear somebody's been sitting with their phone and thought, I'm just going to wind them up. Unsubscribe, subscribe, unsubscribe, subscribe, and I swear they've done it, and it's went on it's went on all day. But today I breached the 1090 mark today. I shouldn't have said that because I'm going to come off live and somebody's going to have unsubscribed and it'll take me down to 89. So I probably shouldn't have said that and jinxed myself. There's no requirement for people to subscribe. There also isn't a fee. You know, in the words of the good old Trevor Colt, it's free. And it is. It doesn't cost any money. You can turn the notifications off on the page as well. You know, if you can't be bothered listening to me talking about drugs, mental health, or anything else that I put on the channel, you didn't have to leave. You can just turn it off. But hopefully you hit the bell and get the notifications like what everybody that's watching now has done, so that when I do go live, your phone goes, Paul is live, he's come over, you say hello, you think, well, what's he going to be chin wagging about today, I wonder? I'm curious. Right, so that's it. That's the plan for this week. I'm still going to be doing my videos even at the weekend, because me taking 10-15 minutes out of my day is nothing. You know, so I'll still upload these as well. Another thing as well that I am going to say, after I do a live video, the video disappears for a little while and YouTube upload it. And that takes a little bit of time, right? Because I think Goldie had messaged me the last couple of times saying it's disappeared. For some reason it's private. And I have to go onto YouTube Studio and click it from private to public. Didn't ask me. I've had a look on YouTube videos how to change it. Apart, they're just saying click on it after the fact. So it's fine. It's a shame on YouTube where all the comments disappear. All your lovely comments that you're making now. Hello, Anne. I was just saying that about people are unsubscribing. Yeah, and that's maybe happening to me as well, right? Could be, but sorry. See, this is what happens with the comments. It throws me off track. Yeah, the comments are away, so it's like I like to interact with you. I like to at least acknowledge that I've seen your comment and I've liked it and sent a love heart to your comment. I kind of reply to everybody. It's impossible. But at least if I like it, I'm acknowledging that I've seen it. I'll try and reply to some of you. But when I'm live, I get so focused and in the zone, certainly when I'm talking about addiction and drugs, that I have to disregard the comments, because like what happened with Anne there, it throws me off track. So when I'm doing I'm sort of just looking at me and not looking at the comments coming up. And I'm used to being able to go back and read people's comments after a live, because I'm usually on Facebook. But on YouTube, for some reason, it takes them away. But never mind. Hopefully you still come up. Still come on after. Hard to hear with my lawn guy mowing away by my window. Lola, go and have a word. Go and have a word. Go out and tell the lawnmower guy to turn the lawnmower up. Say, you know Paul Bogey is live on YouTube right now, and I can't hear him. And he's got such a soothing voice that I love listening to his voice. Tell the lawnmower guy to turn the lawnmower off, and you can sit and watch me together. Ask him to subscribe, Lola, if he's got YouTube. Get him on the YouTube channel with me. We do love listening to your voice, Paul. It makes my wife laugh. Makes me laugh. Because I just do so much talking. It's unbelievable. And it's a very kind comment for you to make, that you enjoy listening to me. Because at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. To me, as a motivational speaker, that's the most important thing for me, is that people aren't put off by my voice. Because I wouldn't make a very good motivational speaker if people couldn't stand my voice. I do try and slow it down, because I know there's people in America and in Australia on my channel. I want you to understand what I'm saying. So I am consciously trying every day to slow down. And I'm also trying not to swear. Has anybody noticed? Or has just nobody noticed? I've been trying my hardest not to swear, because I do swear a lot. Been trying my hardest, and I don't think I've swore once. Not that I can recall. And I've been YouTube, what now, to this second week? And I've purposely, consciously trying not to swear. I've been using other words instead of the F word or the B word. Child friendly, Samantha. Exactly. Right. Well, I'm trying. Right. Sometimes words like that will come in. Tuesday night, I've got my army friend coming on, a Nail in the Fish podcast, who I used to serve with in the Scots Guards. He is from Glasgow. So I'm going to have a word with him, and I'll probably do it on the live stream. And I'm going to have to tell him to slow it down, to not swear. Because when the two of us get together, there's a lot of banter, there's a lot of joking and laughing between the two of us. And when we start talking, we might forget that yous are even there all across the world. So I will have a word with him on live and say, look, slow it down. I substitute the F word for flapjack and laugh every time I say it. Flapjack, yeah. Just substituting. You get subtitles on YouTube, I believe, but even the subtitles are going to have a hell of a hard time with two Scottish guys to understand. One for Edinburgh, one for Glasgow. Completely different accent. But we'll see how it goes. But it will be funny on Tuesday. It's going to get quite dark as well. PTSD is never a nice subject to talk about either. And we are obviously going to be talking about that, because that's what his podcast and stuff is in relation to. And I've obviously suffered a bit myself, albeit not in the same sense. You know, Sean went to Afghanistan, and I never. But I nearly died in a car accident, and I didn't realise that I was suffering with PTSD until the doctor told me. Why I was having flashbacks and nightmares and stuff, and that's what he put it down to. And I was like, I thought that was just an army thing. Anyway, every day's a school day, isn't it? So we're going to be doing that on Tuesday, but there will be a lot of banter as well. Sean's a great guy, and I think you'll all love him. And then hopefully you'll go and subscribe to a Nail in the Fish podcast and see what other. I've done the first podcast with Sean, and he's had a boxer on. He's going to have comedians on. He's going to have loads of different guests and stuff on the podcast. So go in and check it out. Flipping Heck doesn't have the same ring to it. It doesn't, Sylvia. You're right. Right, so I'm going to leave you now because I'm coming up to 18 and a half minutes, and I never want to go over 20 minutes when I'm doing my daily catch up. But yeah, I'm going to break it up this week, do specific drugs each day, and I'll be in the header what it is, and I'll come in and talk about why I was using drugs, how they made me feel, etc, etc, to try and help educate the people that have never touched drugs in their life, right? I've never been an addict. So have a great night. Go and put your feet up, make yourselves a cup of tea. You can tell the lawnmower guy, Lola, you can put the lawnmower back on now, and thank you for turning it off, lawnmower man. Right, aye, I'll see you again tomorrow. Adios, amigos. Remember, like, share, subscribe.